The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Looking for Campbell downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears had 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the red zone now, Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team Charles. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
We got plenty of weather here today. We got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 2 first quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Bears have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Wilson. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys have now moved out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Smith catches left side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
36 power.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Falcons! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
14, run it.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Watson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Touch 50, touch 50. Touch.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kene Nwangu. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Watson looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Watson now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On the give is Nwangwu. He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they will take a knee here.